Okay, here we are for some band instrumental music. We're going to do some flute today. So we're going to learn how to make our lips the correct position and play some notes on the head joint. So first up, we need to start making our band face for flute. So relax your face and you close your lips as if you're saying M. Just normal. Nothing different. Don't squeeze them together or anything like that. Just a normal position as if you're asleep. You keep the corners of your lips slightly firm, and then we're going to say the sound of P. We're going to push air through the middle of our lips, okay? Like you're saying the sound of P. We're going to try it first up just on our finger. Going to use our little finger flute of our right hand, tuck it under the little curve of your lip there, nice and relaxed and smooth. And we're going to just get our corners a little bit tight and make the sound of P and blow out through the center of your lips. You can feel the airstream going down at the angle like this. So on the flute, we need to make a nice small hole. We don't want a big O or like that. We want a small centered airstream, okay? We've also got to learn to blow up and down, okay? That helps us learn to play different notes on the flute, some high notes and low notes, okay? So sometimes we need to blow up and down. So making that P shape, P, we're going to blow up, and all the way up and down your arm. Just try that. Keeping the corners nice and firm. Should be a nice cool breeze blowing on your hand. Move your jaw back and forward so that you can feel the air going up and down. Once you've tried that for a while, we can move on to the next step, which is going to be getting your head joint out. So carefully open your flute case up the right way up, and then we'll get the head joint out, okay? So once you've got that, with the long bit pointing over to the right, we're going to try it on the flute. So we're going to do it with our end covered up. It's a bit easier, and there's no keys and things to worry about. We'll worry about that next lesson. So we're going to put our lip on the lip plate. We've already covered this before. Just going to go over it. Just under the curve of your lip there. Make sure it's nice and centered, not off to one side. I always feel where the hole is, and then roll it out a bit. Let's cover that end up, and make the P. Just try that a couple of times, see how you go. Remember to keep it a nice, centered, and focused airstream, okay? Hold exactly in the middle of the lips. Roll it out a bit. And we're blowing at an angle that is slightly down. So the angle we had before on our hand, blowing slightly down. I can feel the air coming at this angle down here. Careful not to put your fingers here and feel where the air is too close to the hole, because you block off the air. Can't split. The air needs to go over that little edge there. Okay, now we're going to so that takes some time. Need some patience to get that going. If that didn't work, here's some helpful little tips. Okay, first up, make sure that the hole is centered, okay? If it's not centered, and that can happen, you can accidentally just nothing. So make sure it's centered that way and that way. Remember to keep the airstream going down a bit, okay? It's got to go across the little lip there. If you're having trouble with that, maybe use your hand again and feel where you're blowing up and down your hand. Make sure your lips are nice and relaxed, not tense or wrinkled up. So remember the P is relaxed. It's very soft. It's also don't make a big O sound like a big frog. Don't want a big frog face. If my whole mouth is open there, there's not going to be enough air focused on that lip plate, which is what we want. Okay, so keep it narrow, not wide lips. Another hint is to keep the corner of the lips firm so that the airstream is focused in the center of the lips. That's really important, that the airstream is focused in the center of the lips. Otherwise, it'll leak out everywhere. We don't want it leaking out, and it'll sound really fuzzy. So if your sounds you'll get very dizzy very quickly doing that as well. Okay, so it's important to practice making a good sound on the head joint first, and not rush onto the flute with the keys and all the holes and things like that. So get your head joint sound nice and clear and a long sound, and then we can work on the rest of the flute. In this video, we're going to learn how to put our flute together. We've already learned how to use the head joint and identify the parts of the head joint. Now we're going to learn how to put it together so we can make some sound in it. So the parts of the head joint, here we've got the end, that's called the crown, and here's the hole at the other end. And this is where we put the other part of the flute on. So now we're going to grab the long piece of the flute, the body. This is the body of the flute. Just be careful how you hold it. It's got all these keys on the top and lots of rods and things like that. It's got a hole at this end and another one at this end. And we want to put the head joint onto this flute here, this part of the flute, where there's a big gap in the keys. So when you're holding the flute, always be careful that you don't squeeze any of the keys too hard in one spot. So with our right hand, we're going to hold our flute up this end, gently but firmly, not too hard. Like I said, we don't want to bend any of these keys. And then we grab the head joint in our left hand, and then gently, backwards and forwards, push it together. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Shimmy it together, backwards and forwards, till it's all the way in. If the head joint is a bit stiff, you might just want to clean that off with the soft cloth, and then that can help a lot. Yep, so if that's nice and clean, with the soft cloth, the inside as well, that can help to get it together. So once more, put it together, here we go. So now look at the embouchure hole, that's what we blew into when we're doing our other exercise. We want to get that into line with all the keys here, all these keys down here. So we want one line from the top all the way down here, okay? Some flutes have a little mark there as well. So now we're going to get this little piece of the flute. It's called the foot joint. You can also see where at the end, where the flute goes into. There's nothing there. Here's a little gap. So the same sort of thing. I'm just going to put that on gently. If it's stiff to put on, you can always clean it off again with the soft cloth. That helps a lot. Okay, again, shimmy, 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 backwards and forwards. See my hands going backwards and forwards. Now, to line this one up, a lot of people think that we line it up with these rods that go up and down the flute, which sort of makes sense, but that's actually not how it's done. What we do, we get the head joint lined up halfway along the bottom key. So halfway along, is that in focus? Halfway along this bottom key is where we want it. That maybe is a bit better that way. Okay, so that's when it's lined up. Halfway, and there we have the flute, all set up, ready to go. Okay, so in our next lesson, we're going to learn where to put our fingers and maybe play some notes. Just to go over it one more time, we've learned today how to put our flute together, put the head joint into the body and the foot onto the body. We've learned how to line up the embouchure hole with the keys up here, and also the foot joint goes halfway in line with the bottom key. So now that we've learned to put the flute together and blow the head joint, now it's time to learn how to hold the flute, learn our home keys, the home keys, where we're going to put them. So we're going to learn to put the home keys, so we're going to learn how to play the flute properly. Okay, let's start by making some funny things. So let's make some puppets with our fingers. We got a puppet here, two puppets, okay. The left-hand puppet, he's talking to you. Hello, let's learn how to hold the flute. And the right-hand puppet, he's facing away from you as if he's talking to someone over there. So he's like this, okay? But we don't want flat puppety face hands like that. We want to be open to hold the flute, like it's a C, like a C shape there, like you're holding a big hamburger. Okay? So that's important, okay? Now we've got a lot of keys on the flute, and our fingers only stay on our home keys. I'm going to be talking about our home keys a lot because that's where our fingers stay. They don't shift to another key. They're always on their home keys. Even if a finger is up, the key is up, it's always above our home key waiting to be used again. It never goes away from that home key. Sometimes you press down, sometimes you only push 2 down or 1, but you don't slide your fingers down. They always stay on the home keys. That's really important to remember. Okay, so take your left hand. I'm going to just turn around a bit. Take your left hand. We're going to find this thumb key on the back, and we're going to put our thumb there. That's our home key for our thumb, okay? And then we're going to go around to the front of the flute, and there's lots of keys here, so we have to skip some. So we skip the first one, and then we put our finger there, okay? I'll just get that hand out of the way. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we skip the first one and put our finger there, okay? And our other hand, can you see that? That's how we hold the flute there. It just rests on that part of the finger there, okay? So 1, then we skip the next one, 2, 3. So I'll go over that again. Thumb on the home key. Skip 1, yes. Skip another one, yes. And 3. 1, 2, 3. And the little finger, he's got his own key there that we sometimes use. Okay, so the right hand. Let's go over the right hand now. The right hand thumb doesn't have a key at all. It just rests, holds the flute up a bit. It's pretty easy down the bottom. You don't have to skip any keys. It's 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And then see this group of little keys here? Then the closest one to your finger is the home key for the little finger of the right hand. So that's the home key for the right hand. So again, thumb underneath, 1, 2, 3. The closest little one is the home key. So, and that's how we hold the flute, nice and straight, out to the side. I'll just go over that one more time. Thumb on the back. Skip 1, yes. Skip another one, and then the second finger goes down, and then the third one. Skip, yes. Skip, yes, yes. Little finger when we need it. These are the home keys, okay? The home keys of the flute. So the finger here, this holds the flute up in one spot, and the thumb here. Then we've got to find the center again, the center of our embouchure. It's a bit tricky now because the flute sort of wants to drift down that way. Head up, flute up. Don't let it hang down. That's sad. Don't let it hang down or on the back of the chair or like that. Nice and straight out, elbows out. And there we have the home keys of the flute.